My name is Beverly Kirkendall, and I'm with the Hearst Public Library, and I want to welcome you to a Family Time Tuesday. This one is going to be a little bit different than some of the others that we've done because most of the time I just introduce you to some books and give you some activities. This time we're going to talk about going to bed a little bit, and because of that, I'm going to actually read you a couple of stories because that should always happen when you're getting ready to go to bed and not just when you're a little kid. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my favorite slippers, which, yes, they're duck slippers. I like ducks. So I'm going to put those on, and then I am going to read you a couple of bedtime stories and give you some activities that you might think about that are related to bedtime. And no, it's not just all about going to sleep. Some of it's really fun. The first story that I'm going to do is The Noisy Way to Bed. This is by Ian Wybrow, and it's illustrated by Tiffany Beek. And this is brought to us thanks to Arthur A. Levine Books. It's from through Scholastic. Thank you so much for letting us use your books at this time. It's almost bedtime. This little boy was so tired, and this is what he said: "I think I'll go home past the pond, because this is the way to..." Quack! Hey, that's not what I meant to say. Well, you can come along. A sleepy boy and a sleepy duck go waddling past the shed, through the gate, and under the tree. This is the way to... Nay! Hey! That's not what I meant to say. Well, you can come along. Hey, it's probably what the horse was looking for anyway. A sleepy boy and a duck and a horse gently go ahead and over the field, past the sheep. This is the way to... Bah! Hey! That's not what I meant to say. Well, you can come along. A boy, a duck, a sheep, and a horse, sorry I left out the horse, look carefully where they tread. They tiptoe past the pigsty. If you've ever been on a farm, you'll know why they were carefully looking. This is the way to... Hey, that's not what I meant to say. Well, you can come along. 5 sleepy creatures find the stairs and followed where they led. Nay, bah, quack! And the little boy said, "Quiet, shh." What a noisy way to bed. Isn't that a fun little story? But you don't have to be noisy on the way to bed. You can be quiet. And there are some fun things that you can do. And one that I thought of, inspired by a new book that you'll find out about, it's called The Yawns Are Coming. And you could have a yawn contest. Now this could take a couple of different ways to go. The first way you could do a yawn contest would be to see who can be the most dramatic in their yawns. Oh, oh. You can do it as much as you like, and it's a lot of fun. The other way could kind of be like a stare down, and that would be have one person be the yawner and one person the not yawner, because most of the time, if one person starts yawning, everyone will. So you can see who takes the longest to go from being the yawner and having the person who's not yawning to get started. Some people it'll take a long time. Some people not at all. Some people all you have to do is talk about yawning and they'll get started. I'm about to do it and I'm the one reading the books right now. So that's something that you can do at bedtime to make it a little more fun and also help you to relax by getting all of that oxygen in you so you can have a good night's sleep. The next story I'm going to do is How Many Kisses Do You Want Tonight? This is by Varsha Bajaj, and it's illustrated by Ivan Bates. And this is brought to us by Little Brown and Company. Thank you for letting us use your book. Normally I'd count in this, but we're not going to bother with the counting tonight. We're getting ready to go to sleep, aren't we? How many kisses do you want tonight? Daddy Bear growls, cuddling Little Bear tight. I want one, laughs Little Bear. A big loud kiss on my soft brown hair. How many kisses do you want, young fellow? Mommy Duck asks, fluffing Little Duck Yellow. I want two, he says with a quack. One on my beak and one on my back. How many kisses do you want, my dear? Daddy Cat meows in Little Cat's ear. I want 3, purrs Little Cat, yawning and curling up on her mat. How many kisses do you want, sweetie pie? Mommy Butterfly asks her little flutterby. I want 4, Little Butterfly sings, folding up his tired, tiny wings. How many kisses do you want, pretty mare? Daddy Horse asks, nuzzling Little Horse's hair. I want 5, she says with a neigh, settling down in her warm bed of hay. How many kisses do you want, little pooch? Mommy Dog asks with a nudge and a smooch. I want 6, he says with a bark, closing his droopy eyes in the dark. How many kisses do you want, sweet thing? Daddy Bird chirps, stroking Little Bird's wing. I want 7, she says with a peep, snuggling down in their nest to sleep. How many kisses do you want, busy one? Mommy Spider asks her little spider son. I want 8, he says with a giggle. 1 on each leg. I'll try not to wiggle. How many kisses do you want, little guy? Daddy Snake hisses to Little Snake Shy. I want 9, he says with a smile, slithering into his grassy pile. How many kisses do you want, honey bun? Mommy Bunny asks her playful little one. I want 10, little bunny sighs, on my floppy ears and my eyes. How many kisses do you want, Princess Pink? Daddy asks his little girl with a wink. I want 100, says the little girl, 1 on each nose and 1 on each curl. That would be 1 kiss for me, obviously. But now you know why we weren't going to count, because we're not counting to 100. Oh, but there's more. How many kisses do you want, brave knight? Mommy asks her little boy, hugging him tight. I want 1,000,000, he says with delight. Finishing his book, he says good night. If we were counting, that would be the ultimate bedtime stall. But since we're not counting, good night to all. See you next time with our family time at Hearst Library.